Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high, cause St. Louis is ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold on, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up weekdays. Catch us live, somebody, let's go.
Good evening. Good morning and good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Pascal Show. Hope you guys all doing well out there. Hope the show finds you in great spirits. Okay? I know. I'm reading y'all's comments, but it is what it is, y'all. Okay? There's a lot going on, and there's a lot of info flying out the gates, and we got to keep the news cycle rolling, unfortunately. This is what's being talked about, and this is what we're going to talk about. But I am happy to be here. How about you guys? Okay? Another day above the dirt is always a blessing. Okay? We got some things we got to talk about. Some of these things I've already talked about on my second channel. Just going to be honest. Going to keep promoting the second channel too. You guys are all hip to it. Okay? The Pascal Show clips. So we got some information, and we got something new that I want to share with you guys too, that I think is very interesting, because I'm telling you right now, let me just say this. I know, I get it. Some of us are, getting a little, like, everyone's getting diddied out. I get it. We're all kind of like, now it's at the point where it's like, when is it going to stop? But let me tell you something, guys. It's not going to stop because of the information that we're about to talk about right here. So until there are no more victims stepping forward, which is not going to happen anytime soon, this is going to be the conversations that are going to be happening, y'all. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Actually, I'm not sorry. Okay? Let this man burn. Okay? For what he has done, he needs to be held accountable for every single last thing that he's done. And I get it. It's a lot. It's a lot to consume. There's a lot going on. But let me just say this, though. These are the breaks. This is stuff that's been going on for two whole, decades, y'all. Probably just more than just 2 decades, baby. Okay? This has been going on for a long time. So trust me, I get it. Diddied out. We all are, right? But I will say this, though. The information that's coming out, this should have happened a long time ago. And unfortunately, it's coming out like a tidal wave. But we should all expect that, right? And we are going to continue talking about it until we actually get justice, until these individuals get the justice that they rightfully deserve. So we got to get into this, guys. So again, I appreciate you guys for being here. It means a lot, okay? Your boy's working hard out here in these streets to give you all this information, okay? Because it keeps flooding out, and there is no off switch. I'm turning the knob to off, and it's not switching off. It just keeps going, man. It's insane. But hey, we're here for it, and we got to talk about it, okay? So please do me a favor, guys. Please do me a favor. Hit that like button down below. Hit that reaction button if you're watching on other platforms. That'd be greatly appreciated. Please and thank you. Don't forget, okay? Do not forget to hit that reaction button if you are watching on those other platforms. Please be sure to hit that follow button if you can. All right? Hit that follow button on those other platforms. Hit that subscribe button here on my main channel, please and thank you. Go to my secondary channel, The Pascal Show Clips, because like I said, every morning, first thing, I'm coming out with at least one hot video to start off your day before we even go live. I don't know how long that formula is going to last for, but as long as the news is newsing out here, I'm going to give you guys as much information as I can. So those videos are on the secondary channel, The Pascal Show Clips. Okay, there's a new video. Okay, hold on. I know, just hold on real quick. All right. Yeah, and Nicole B, we are almost at 10K, which is so exciting. Okay, I was like, I'm going to experiment and see what I can do with the secondary channel. And it's been doing wonderfully. And it's all because of you guys, which really, really means a lot. We are almost at 10K. So if everybody went over to the secondary channel right now, we'd be very close, Okay, we are like a hair away from 10K right now. So go over there, subscribe right now, because I'm giving you shorter versions of what we talk about on the show here. Sometimes there's topics that I'm not going to talk about on these lives that are on the secondary channel, like this one I'm about to tell you right now. There's some new information that just dropped that revolves around Breezy, Chris Brown. There's a new victim that has stepped out and is speaking out. Just go to the secondary channel when you get a chance. When we get done with the show, go check it out. Check it out for yourself. All right. Huge bombshell, new stuff coming out, and it's all revolving around Chris Brown. Breezy. Just so you guys know. We're not going to talk about it here. Like I said, that's only going to be on the second channel. You see what I'm saying? You feel me? So get over there, subscribe, consume it with your eyeballs so you can see what is going on. And Miss Domini, okay, where is it? Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Miss Domini, Dominus Sanctus, you want to know where the other channel is called, what the other channel is called? It is called The Pascal Show Clips. The Pascal Show Clips. It's very simple. Okay. So go over there, subscribe right now. Sub. Please and thank you. Okay. Go over there, check it out, because there's a lot of videos that are going to be over there that you're not going to see on this main channel. Topics, conversations, and all that. There's even a conversation about the mayor of Dalton. New updates about her too. She going homeless? What? That's on the second channel as well. Like I said, we're talking about other things other than just Diddy over here. I'm giving you guys variety. And I'm waiting, of course, for news out here. Those are the 3 pieces of news that we talked about on the second channel. 3 videos have been out on the second channel. So shameless plug again, the Pascal Show Clips. Go subscribe, please. We're this close to 10,000. We're so close. So subscribe. Okay? Yeah, man. Pascal been 720. Your man's been busy. Okay? So please subscribe. If you can. Back into it, though. Hit that subscribe button here on the main channel. Go to the secondary channel, the Pascal Show Clips. Subscribe over there. Please, if you can, hit that join button down below on this main channel. I may open a membership over there on the second channel, too. I'm thinking about it. Like, just something that's very, very small. Like $1 or something like that. But I'm thinking about that over there on the secondary channel because I'm working hard here. But please become a member, support this channel, okay? Because I am coming to you guys with a lot of information. We got a new show, okay? A new series that I'm working on as well. We're going to talk about that here in just a minute, okay? So make sure you hit that join button down below. Become a member right now. Go and check out Patreon. Patreon.com/The Pascal Show. Patreon.com/The Pascal Show. And again, check out my merch page, PascalMerch.com. A lot of y'all have been buying really great t-shirts, etc. Like I said, we got some really great graphic tees that I've been wearing a lot lately. Go check those things out. Those are all readily available and they're very affordable. They're not super expensive or anything like that, okay? I'm not trying to kill y'all with the monies, all right? But please go check it out and support if you can. All right. All right, guys. We got to get into this. Okay. And Savannah May, let me grab that here real quick before we get into the conversation. Savannah May, thank you so much for being a member for the past 15 months. I really do appreciate it. Thanks for everything you do. I hope you were safe with the hurricane. Yeah, we just got hit with rain pretty bad. I'm out of the way of all that stuff. Thankfully, right? We're out of power for 3 days and we still don't have Wi-Fi. I'm praying for you guys over there, wherever you happen to be, because there's been a lot of people that have been affected by this hurricane. Also, on top of that, there's things that are going on in East Tennessee and Western North Carolina. There's a huge flood going on over there as well. A dam broke, and a lot of hell has been breaking loose because of this hurricane that happened, right? So I am thinking of you guys, praying for you guys, and I'm hoping you guys are all safe out there. Real talk, okay? Praying for you guys for real. Yeah, it's been really crazy lately. Like I said, the news has been newsing like crazy. If it's not Diddy, it's the hurricane. If it's not the hurricane, it's the floods, right? If it's not the floods, it's something else, right? There's been so many things that have been going on as of late. So I'm praying for every single last one of you guys for real that are affected by that situation. And I appreciate you just even spending the time watching the show here without Wi-Fi, right? So hopefully you are somewhere safe. That's all that matters right now, okay? But of course, a little bit of a quick left turn. I did premiere my first episode ever of What They Do in the Dark, and it was a really great turnout. So I want to say a big thank you to every single last one of y'all that had the chance to check out the episode. Like I said, it was the first one ever, right? It's the first pancake. I wanted to try this new format, this new approach. And of course, I'm a perfectionist. So there's certain things that I want to bring to the show that I didn't get to bring to the show on that one because it was the first pancake. But we will evolve, we will grow, and there's going to be more to the show here very, very soon. I just really wanted to get one out. You know what I mean? I was like, let's just get this out, okay? So we can just get it out the way, right? And I think that now that it's out there, it can grow and do what it needs to do, and it exists. Now there's no reason to not continue doing. So I'm really looking forward to bringing more to you guys, and I'm telling you right now that over the next couple days, there's going to be some fire stuff coming. I'm just telling you right now. I don't want to give everything away right now, but a lot of things are going to be dropping like it's hot, okay, in the next couple days. Over the next 72 hours, there's going to be some really crazy stuff appearing and showing up on this show and on this channel. So make sure you have those notification bells set to all, so you know whenever we go live, whenever we upload, because it is going to be random. It's always random, okay? But please be sure to tune in, because it's going to be crazy. The other thing, though, too, okay? Now, we are going to talk about this in just a minute, okay? Some things are about to drop tomorrow. That's going to be insane. And we got to talk about that, too. So, real quick, okay? For those of y'all who haven't gotten a chance to go check out What We Do in the Dark, this brand new series I'm putting together, please be sure to go check it out. It's right now, the first ever episode is out. Please go check it out. I am definitely putting in a lot of time, blood, sweat, and tears. I'm writing all this stuff. I'm putting all these things together. I'm trying to piece together a team, because editing all that stuff and doing all that on my lonesome and hosting these live shows, it takes up a lot of time, right? So I am still building a team, trying to build a team. And so that's why I say, hey, if you can support, become a member, become a patron, then I'm able to take some of that and put it towards a team so I can do more of them. And Nicole B, actually get some sleep, right? Because sleep is an amazing thing. I just don't get much of it, right? So just saying, not groveling like, please, but at the same time, be great to have some more support if you can, so I can continue making that kind of content on the rig. Okay? So check it out, please. First off, check out the episode first, okay? And then make up your mind. And if you've already seen it and you appreciate it, become a member or become a patron and support. That'd be really, really amazing, okay? But we got to get into this, because like I said, in the next couple days, things are about to go off. And one of the things that I talked about on the second channel, okay, but we're talking about it here too because it is a big deal. And I really wanted to discuss these things with you guys as a family. Real talk. Okay. And this is just crazy. All right. Because it was a couple days ago, 50. And 50s, it's not super bad. No, it's terrible. 50's insane. This is psychotic. Now, over 100 alleged victims are expecting to file a class action lawsuit against the diddler. Oh! Yikes. I mean, what did you expect? I mean, let's keep it a buck. Think about it for a second. What did you expect? Did you really expect there wasn't going to be over 100? Because you realize this is more than just 100 people, right? No. Let's not forget, these people who are involved in this class action lawsuit, that's only just in the state of Texas, baby. That's just in Texas, baby. This is a Houston lawyer. And if I'm correct, if I have the thing correctly, now, I mean, I'm sure they can file anywhere, but at the same time, think about it. This is just in Texas. Imagine if there's a class action lawsuit not only in Texas, but in California, Florida, New York, New Jersey, Illinois. Think about all that, guys. Think about all the other spots that he may frequent. I don't know why I threw New Jersey in there, but sometimes you just have to go across and get into the Jersey. You know what I'm saying? But New York, Florida, Texas, California, Illinois. Oh, Nevada. Or Nevada. However you say it. Think about all those places. Could there be other class action lawsuits made, drawn up in these other states? Remember this too. This is why I said we shouldn't be surprised about the 100 alleged victims. He's been doing this for decades. He hasn't been just doing it for a year. He's been doing this for decades. He's had an enterprise called the Combs Enterprise. He has had people help him put all these doggone things together. He has done more than just one freak off a year. It's not like he just does the white party and he just goes all crazy during the white party. And then he has this one big old swashbuckling hibbity-dibbity session with a whole bunch of people. No, he does this a lot, everyone. He does this. He has done this a bunch of times. In fact, allegedly, from a Jane Doe lawsuit that we just talked about a few days ago, he was doing this stuff all the way up till July. I'm not kidding. He was putting together these good old times just a few weeks ago. Okay? So it's not like he sat there and said, nah, I need to slow down. I shouldn't be doing this because, first off, feds be watching. You know what I'm saying? The most important thing, let's not forget, feds be watching. The feds be watching. But no, it's okay. Let me keep on doing my thing. Okay? Let me just keep doing my thing. Interesting, right? Up until he actually sold his house, moved to New York, getting ready to do his thing. Okay? And Court TV, you ain't wrong. Shoot. Shout out to Court TV. I am still curious about who is the person behind Court TV right now. But you guys have been on it, okay, with all the information and all that stuff too. It's been absolutely crazy, right? And so shout out to Court TV in the house, all right? Whoever you may be. Of course, we are all big fans of the channel. But still, Feds are probably watching this show right now. Okay, yeah. So, hey, feds, if you want to be on the show, or if you have a representative to come onto the show, shameless plug, holla at your boy. I'm sure you already know how to get in touch with me. You're the feds. But moving on. Court TV is Court TV. It's like Malkovich, right? If you guys know what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen Being John Malkovich, you're missing out. Check out that movie. But anyway, shameless plug on that movie. I made it. I didn't make it. But moving on, though. Think about this, though. Okay, guys? 50 Cent is running. 50 Cent. Oh, my God. Megan just said 50 Cent is running Court TV. Oh, my God. What? That'd be insane. That'd be hilarious. Okay? That would be hilarious. But he is the ultimate troll. Let's not forget that. 50 Cent, not Court TV. 50 Cent. But what's interesting about this is, again, he's been doing this for decades. So imagine if he was doing, a couple of these parties, not even just a couple of these parties a year. He's doing multiple parties each month over a year. Right? Imagine that. And you got to also remember, it's not like some are small, like, they're little menages. Okay? Little three-way situation. Some are that small. But some are massive, which is just a sea of booty, right? So imagine. I mean, don't imagine the images, because that's some crazy images, okay? But I'm just saying, imagine the amount of people that are actually at these parties and the amount of times that he's throwing these parties, right? It will add up over time, decades of this. And yeah, I can only imagine the amount of VD that's being passed around throughout these parties, okay? That's also the wild part too, okay? And for those of y'all who are celebrities or have been to these parties and walked away when invited to these after parties, man, you dodged more than just allegations and lawsuits. You dodged a bullet. Real talk. You could be having the gift that keeps on giving right now. Okay? Real talk. So that's really insane. But again, you see this. 100 individuals stepping forward. And there is going to be a press conference tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon, there will be a press conference by the lawyer that is spearheading this entire 100-person, over 100 people, by the way. So it's more than just 100. It's 101 maybe, but it's over 100 people that are a part of this class action lawsuit. Ain't that about a shut your mouth? Let's continue. Let's take a look at this article. Man, the hits just keep on coming for this dude. Real talk. Okay. And rightfully so. Okay. Rightfully so. But it says here, more than 100 alleged victims are expected to come forward with new cases against Sean Diddy Combs, according to Texas attorney Tony Busby. In a recent Instagram post, Busby revealed that his law firm will be filing cases on behalf of the victims and plans to release pertinent details at a press conference scheduled for tomorrow, the first of the month. Okay, this is not going to be a good first of the month for Diddy. Okay, Busby initially posted on Friday alleging that over 50 alleged victims had come forward, but updated the figure to well over 100 as more individuals have contacted his office. Like I said, this is going to be absolutely freaking insane when this all drops. And again, I'm sorry, I'm trying to pull up this one I had from earlier today because I want to share that one too with you guys. Because like I said, this is beyond bad. Okay? This is beyond. Okay? Now, this is what he looks like. This is Busby. Okay? the Houston lawyer, and he's a monster of a lawyer. He's a hell of a lawyer. Okay. And again, he is one of the people. He is the one who's putting this whole thing together. And what's also very interesting is, see, this is the moment when I look at other people who are naysayers and sitting there going like, Diddy didn't do this, so on and so forth. You're telling me 100 people? You're telling me 100 people are all lying? You're telling me all of them just said, "Yep, feel like giving Diddy some hell today, so I'm just gonna lie." No, there is no way. And you know for a fact, or at least I would hope. All right, we got to err on the side of caution, but you would hope that a lawyer like Tony Busby, okay, and his law firm would go through and do their due diligence and make sure that whatever these claims are ironclad, that they're solid, not just people making things up and be like, yeah, see what had happened was, and then no, because then everyone, the court of public opinion, can look at that and go, oh, that's just somebody trying to get a money grab. You got to also remember, we're not us in the court of public opinion. Let's be real, we ain't dumb. We are not dumb. We are so smart. You're so smart. Okay, I pinch your cheeks right now. Every single last one of y'all, telling you how smart you are. You a genius. And you can smell BS when you see it or when you smell it. That's what I meant. You know exactly what I'm talking about. So you mean to tell me that 100 mother lovers, this says 50, but I'm just going to put it up here because there's been an update. But there's a statement here I want to show you guys. But you mean to tell me that 100 individuals just woke up today and just chose to lie? I feel like lying about Diddy today. Yeah. Let me get this cup of coffee and then lie. No, they did not. Okay? Sorry. Miss me with the nonsense. And yes, there are few people, okay, that are pro Diddy that are coming out and speaking out now. Okay, good on you. Hercules, so proud of you for being so strong. But at the same time, 100 people. And that's just on one class action lawsuit. Just one of them. Just one of them. Okay? So, like I said, pretty crazy stuff indeed. Okay? Pretty crazy stuff. So, let's get into this statement here, because he says things in here that are also pretty damn crazy. So the Houston lawyer, Tony Busby, announced that he would be representing now we understand, more than 100. So I'm just going to put in 100, okay? For those of you guys who get super technical, okay? 100 alleged victims in a lawsuit against, we already know, Sean Diddy Combs, okay? And he allegedly posted talking about this on a social media post on last Thursday. And of course, time has gone by, and there's been updates since then. So now we know over 100. Okay, so I'm just going to be, putting in 100 here in a second. All right. So the lawyer Busby said in a statement he would be working with the Ava Law Group to serve as lead counsel for more than 100 people who claim to have suffered SA or A by Combs and his associates. And I said this on the second channel. Again, shameless plug if you didn't know. Okay, real quick, I have a second channel. It's called The Pascal Show Clips. Please be sure to go over there because I'm covering a lot of these things that we're covering live. And if you just want smaller bite-sized stuff, go over to Pascal Show Clips. All right, I'm done. Did you know that I have a secondary channel? Yeah, it's called The Pascal Show Clips. Go check it out. But at the same time, I am kind of curious about this, guys. So you're telling me that Combs is arrested, but what about his associates? Where they at? Any person that cleaned up the lube, the baby oil, if there's ever been, a mess goo in these rooms that were for these freak-offs, okay? Skid marks on sheets and whatnot. Where are their arrests? Think about it for a second. Where are they? You mean to tell me, yeah, I know the skid marks was a little extreme. Sorry, guys. Graphic detail. because you know for a fact, skirt, that was all going on. Anyway, where are the arrests? So Diddy's the only one getting arrested? I think that's ridiculous. No other person is being held accountable. Shoot, what about the housekeeper? What about the house staff? Any person that helped him clean up the parties and stuff that happened inside his home? What about them? They say that there's an enterprise. Where are they? In fact, Court TV, damn good question. What about the drivers? And I love how Court TV in the background just says, the drivers. And then but still, what about the drivers? What about any of the people that made the phone calls to set up these male or possibly female S workers to come in here and get their stroke on? I'm just curious, where is it? Now, Tamara saying that they're singing like canaries. Maybe they are. Maybe they are. But at the same time, you really think that they're all cooperating? Where they at, though? I'm sure that the maid is probably, saying some things. Okay. me, bumblebee. You know what I mean? Sure, they're singing like canaries. Some of them. But you're telling me every single last one? What about KK? Huh? What about his right-hand woman? I forgot it is Corman. What about her? Where that be at? Where she be at? Where's her rest at? I said it early on the second channel, which I have, by the way. Where is her little perp walk? Where's her little shackle shuffle? Where's it at? Nobody has been arrested so far. We have not heard anything else about any other arrest except for Diddy. Yes, Christina Corman, KK, as he calls her. So what the hell's going on here? Okay. What's going on? I got questions, but let's take a look at what he says here. Okay. This part is very interesting. And of course, my face is covering it up. Sorry about that, guys. But it says this group of brave individuals, this is what he posted, okay? This group of brave individuals include both men and women. Yes, the mans and the women's. We already knew about that, though, okay? Many were minors when this actually occurred. Let me just say this. Remember the interview that Cuomo had with his lawyer, with Diddy's lawyer? She said, so far there are no allegations at all involving minors. Well, it's right there. So a lot of these people, some of them, many were littles when this occurred. Can you believe that? See, even my dog can't believe it either. He's like, what? For real, dog? Dog. Get it? Dog. He can't believe it. But yeah, littles. Let's continue on. Each individual story is gut-wrenching and heartbreaking, of course. The violations against the group of individuals are mind-boggling and can only be described as debauchery and depravity exacted by powerful people against littles and the weak. Now, of course, we got to use these code words, but again, what big names were at these parties doing these unthinkable things to littles? Like I said, what's going on here? Someone please explain that to me, because I'm so... Who does that? How does that happen? How does it go from, a simple little party, everyone's having a great time, maybe somebody, a couple run off and get it in a bedroom or something like that. Those things have happened at parties, okay? But it's consensual, nothing wild, right? Like that, except for, getting it on in a stranger's bathroom or something like that. Okay. We've heard those stories a million times. Okay? But how does it go from that kind of stuff to suddenly Caligula? How does that happen? How does it turn into Freaknik? Someone explain that to me. It's pretty crazy. Busby also asked that any other people alleged, any other possible alleged individuals seeking assistance should come forward and contact his law firm. Now, back then, it was at 50. So they saw this. Someone saw his post, at least 50 plus other people, and reached out to him and said, hey, yeah, I'm a victim too. Where do I sign up at? Class action lawsuit, guys. He continues saying, I expect many other individuals will be implicated. Hard pause right there. Hard stop. You heard that. Many other individuals will be implicated. What does that mean to you, little ladies and germs? That means he's expecting to press charges on a whole lot of them. More people are about to go down. Imagine that. We expect to have a press conference early next week, okay, where some of these stories can be told as the nation learns more and grapples with the potential scope of the scandal. Okay. Our firm has always been at the forefront of the most important cases in the United States. We are proud to represent this group of brave souls and pray for justice on their behalf. And I have a feeling they're going to get the justice that's rightfully deserved. And I'm telling you right now, because tomorrow, like I said, upcoming press conference from Busby Law Firm on allegations against Diddy. And that whole thing's going down tomorrow at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I'm telling you, we will be live. We will, I repeat, we will be live to watch that press conference. I'll be on a little bit earlier so that we can, warm up so we don't pull a hammy during this press conference. Okay. But we will be watching this because this is going to be massive. And it says this is when they had the new update, right? So they said they're providing more details on the allegations against Sean Diddy Combs, with over 100 alleged victims coming forward with claims of R, SA, and S exploitation. The firm is holding a press conference tomorrow. So again, we might hear some stories. We might hear some gruesome details. We might hear the proof that they actually have pitted up against Diddy that involves 100 plus victims. Do you realize how much of a freaking sexual deviant this man was? I had to say the word at least once because there's no way I can say the deviant part without the first word. He's an absolute monster. If we already know at least most of it is true. This man is an absolute freaking monster. And he's been doing this in plain sight, shucking and jiving. Yeah. All day. And getting away with it. But also what just blows my mind is the amount of women that have surrounded his life that have been part of in relationships with him. High profile individuals that have been in relationships with him and have never said a damn thing. So if these littles are involved, if there's really over 100 plus people that have been attacked viciously by this piece of work and others that were with him, Jesus. Yeah, Jillian, baby. J-Lo, where you at? Or you said, J-Lo, where you at? Yeah, where you at? Real talk. The hell? For real? This is real? But like I said, and the other thing too is like you can even look back at like Kim Porter. You can look at all the other people, all the other women that have been in his life, high profile women that have seen this, seen these things happening, that have been trapped or whatever, threatened, harassed, coerced, whatever. And he just continued on doing this thing. And he wasn't doing this only by himself. He was doing this with other people too. This enterprise did really exist. Feds already have videos, documents, etc. He's done, guys. And it's only going to get crazier and worse. We hear about this 100, and I said it on my second channel. I think that there's going to be more. I think that, and I'm not talking about the other 13, soon to be 13 lawsuits that dropped, because there's a 13th one. Remember, a 13th one that's about to get filed. It hasn't, I guess, has not been filed yet, but is about to get filed here soon, right? So you got 100 victims that are doing a class action lawsuit. Then you got another 13 lawsuits that have happened from individuals saying that he's done some terrible things, right? That's 13. So 113. And they say this is with over 100 right here. So let's just say 120 altogether. And I'm telling you right now, it's going to be double. I guarantee you that it's going to be double. We're going to be in the 200s here very, very soon. And it doesn't matter because he's going to be locked up for a very, very long time. But I'm telling you, the money he got, it's going to be gone. All that money going to go bye-bye, guys. Absolutely going to be ripped out from his hands. His generational wealth won't be generational anymore. It'll all be gone. And I know that he's probably got things that he's hidden, so on and so forth. Sure, he probably has things hidden. But at the same time, it's not going to be anywhere near the amount that he had, and that hopefully he was hoping to leave behind as a legacy, okay, for his kids and his grandkids and his great grandkids and so on and so forth. It's a wrap. Everything he's built is gone. Everything now. Okay. And I have to say this, shameless plug, but Core TV, I did a video. I just started a new series. Please go check it out. Love to hear your input on it. Okay. It's called What They Do in the Dark, the most recent video I just dropped on this channel. So if you can, check it out. I'd love to hear your 2 cents. It's the first pancake, but I think it's a solid pancake, right? So check it out if you can. I'd love to hear your thoughts. But yeah, guys, this man is in very, very big trouble. Money about to go bye-bye. And there's going to be more than just 100 and say 20 individuals speaking out. There's going to be a whole lot more. And the thing is if, and I will say this for anyone who's watching this, maybe the feds, but for those of y'all who are a victim of this man and you're feeling like you can't say anything, you feel like you won't be protected, that you feel like you're not going to be in a safe environment. I mean, the safe environment has been built. A house has been built, and it is safe as hell. 100 individuals are stepping forward. Yes, there are still some people that are stepping forward with their lawsuits and hiding behind the Jane Doe, and that's your prerogative. But I do want to make that abundantly clear that you still can be safe out here. You can still be safe. Now's the time to speak. Okay? Now's the time to speak. Period. Okay? And Chef Apples, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Like I said, it's thank you for liking the series. I really do appreciate it. Okay? So yeah. What They Do in the Dark. So go check it out, guys. Seriously. please take the time. It's only like 25 minutes long. It's not that bad. Okay. But I did have a really great lawyer on the show to talk and all that stuff as well, to just bring in some legal expertise and commentary and all that as well. So go check it out. Okay. Have to shameless plug because I want to build that. I want that thing to really thrive and do something. And we got more episodes coming very, very soon. Okay. But like I said, tomorrow, 1 p.m., come get your butts right back here because we are watching that. And that is going to be a huge, huge moment. That's going to be a huge show tomorrow. He's going to drop some bombshells tomorrow. And I can't wait. Oh my God. I can't wait because we're going to get justice. All these people, all these rumors that have been going around for a long time, finally, truth is going to be starting to come out. And this is also the other thing too, because it's not only just on Diddy. Think about all the other people that have been, all the rumors, all the allegations that have been swept under the rug on all these big major stars. All of them are about to get exposed. Because you can't tell me those 100 people were just in the room with just Diddy. No. They were in rooms with huge A-listers and huge movers and shakers out here. Not only just Diddy. So I'm really, really looking forward to finding out what is about to be dropped tomorrow. And then again, what is this lawsuit going to look like? What are these documents? What are these documents going to look like? That's going to be wild. This is going to be wild. Woo! It's going to be wild, y'all. Get ready for it. We're going to go it's going to be like, we're going to be off-roading like this, but we're going to have fun. We're like, yeah, faster. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, it's going to be Leonardo DiCaprio. It's going to be the Ashton Kutchers. Okay? All them names could be listed or thrown into this class action lawsuit. You got to remember, what's her name? Why am I forgetting her name? Young Miami. Young Miami has been named as a co-conspirator in one of the most recent lawsuits that has been filed, basically saying that she was calling this Jane Doe and threatening her, trying to get her to terminate the pregnancy. Of course, she had a miscarriage later on, which is still tragic, but at the same time, she's claiming that Young Miami, a girlfriend of Diddy's, was out here threatening her as well, being a co-conspirator, being someone who is helping Diddy, rather than her going like, the hell's wrong with you? Diddy, you shouldn't be doing that. She stuck around. She didn't leave. She stuck around. In fact, there's an interview that she did on her own show, done with some name. I forgot his name. Okay. I forgot his name. It's like one of her best friends. But it's totally scripted. And it's her talking about this whole situation, right? You know, her relationship with him and all that. Totally scripted. Saucy Santana, I think is his name. It just escaped me. Saucy Santana, right? He's having this interview. He's interviewing Young Miami on her own show, for crying out loud. And the entire time it's scripted and it is her best friend. So what do you expect? Scripted BS. Okay? Scripted BS. But real quick, somebody just asked, S-Dubs, thank you so much. I saw people asking for it as well. Tomorrow, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay? 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will be here watching this live press conference, and it's going to be crazy. So 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern. Okay? And I think that's 11 a.m. Pacific. Okay? Just so you guys know. Evolved Niche, thank you so much for becoming a member. We ain't done yet. And just like Evolved, please evolve. Okay? just like Nish, and hit that join button down below. Become a member, okay? Please and thank you. And Medusa, thank you so much for being so supportive for the past 2 months. It really does mean a lot. So 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't worry, I will have something posted before the night's end so you guys can see the whole thing, okay? And you'll know the time once I post that. But 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern. Now we got some more information though, guys. We got something else that I thought was very interesting, okay? Not only are we hearing about these littles, because now that is going to be part of a class action lawsuit. So now that lawyer can't sit there and say, well, minors weren't involved. Minors haven't been reported in any of these lawsuits. Well, now they are. Okay. So that lawyer is going to have, that lawyer is going to be busy. Okay. And if we see her driving around in a new whip, we're going to know why. She busy. And she gonna be making that monies. Okay. Now, Now, real quick, this is a little bit of a left turn, but can't wait to see your if you cover Yolanda's possible parole. Anything for Salinas. This chatter has been pitching it to our team. Ooh, I have to do this. I'm sorry. Ooh. Well, Court TV, when does that? When are they having? When is the discussion of that happening? I'd like to know that as well, but I will definitely look into that. But that's very interesting. The woman who took out Salinas? Oh, that's crazy. Por favor. Come on now. Come on. It's Salinas. Speaking of J-Lo. Ooh, March 2025. Ooh, okay. We gonna talk about that. We definitely will talk about that. Thank you, Court TV. I'm gonna keep that in mind. For sure. I will. Okay. Salinas. Okay. See, J-Lo, ain't that funny? Salinas. It's okay, Court TV. I ain't mad at you. Okay, it's okay. This is why the lives are lives, right? We do it live so we can talk about these things. But that's crazy and very interesting. I heard a rumor, right, about the woman who unalived Selena. I knew that there was talk about it for a little while now, but man, I didn't know it was happening so soon. Right. So I'm going to look into it for sure. Okay. Definitely. Now, we have got to take a look at this because I think this is very interesting as well. And this is from a newspaper from overseas. Okay. The Mirror. Talking about how the feds have flown across the pond and they are searching for UK victims now. So they're going international, baby, with this whole thing. Because let's not forget, the man is an international man. He has flown all over the world. He has done all kinds of stuff. I'm sure he's done these crimes over there as well. You got to remember, this is Diddy. It's Diddy we're talking about. This is not just some random dude, okay, that happens to just somehow have these parties and not get caught. This is a very, very rich man with a lot of money, long money, fun coupons, if you will, to take him anywhere and anytime he wants. And now they're saying that they're looking across the pond now to try to take this man down across the pond. This is crazy. So let's take a look at this too. Again, wild and crazy information. So they are, the probe team launched UK victims search as they jet in from US. So US investigators have flown to London over concerns that P. Diddy may have attacked women there. British detectives joined the New York team after they arrived as part of their probe into the hip hop star. The music mogul, which we already know his name, okay? He has been charged with all these things that we already know, okay? And he has been a regular visitor to Britain for 3 decades. 3 whole decades he could be doing these things over there, doing the hibbity dibbity across the pond, okay? Maybe just not as spicy like the food. No seasoning whatsoever, but it's there and it's food. It's definitely still a freak off. And that's what he could have been doing out there as well for over 30 years. Like I said, this is crazy. And yeah, Diddy did not discriminate. No, he wanted to be a household name. He loved everybody. It's all love. It's all love here, y'all. It's all love. Ooh, fish and chips. Oh, dear Lord. That just destroyed me. Oh, that just took me out. Stop. And hard-boiled raw eggs. Raw hard-boiled eggs. Okay? And a whole lot of lube and baby oil. Okay? Just fish and chips. Oh, God. Oh, my God. A U.S. source told us whenever he went, the team are now following. Outside of the States, he enjoyed no place more than the UK. Yeah, he definitely enjoyed his fish and chips. Moving on. We already know he's been in custody. The source added, given the huge amount of time he spent in London, there are concerns that the alleged offending was not confined to America's shores. Prosecutors are imploring anyone in the UK who may have information could help the investigation to get in touch. Again, 30 years, and he really enjoyed hopping across the pond and hanging out with the Brits. I mean, let's see. They said, okay, moving on. So Combs was pictured with stars, including socialite Lady Victoria Hervey, who would join him on his yacht at Cannes and at the MTV Awards party in Barcelona years later. He went on to be courted by high society, including the royals. I'm just saying, you got somebody out here, okay? You got somebody out here that has been. There's photos with him with Prince Harry. He's out here with Prince Harry, everyone, enjoying the time. Fish and chips, you know? She's quite fit. Don't you think? Isn't it? Give her a good scene too, you know? Good rogering, right? He was doing those kinds of things and hanging out with these kinds of names. Oh, and let's not, Sophia just said, and William too. Yes, and Prince William. I always say Prince Williams. I don't know why. It's like when I say Liam Neeson's. But at the same time, even Prince Williams. Okay? How about the Andrew? I'm just curious. You don't think that this man, the Andrew, okay? You don't think he was a connoisseur of these kind of parties as well? Begging Diddy to be involved in those parties? Think about it. Think about it. So again, I'm just saying, like, oh my lord. Okay. So in 2007, the rapper famously performed at a concert for Diana in at Wembley before being pictured with William and Harry at the backstage party. The same year, he was pictured leaving an event attended by David and Victoria Beckham. Uh oh. Did he bend it like Beckham? Hey, I didn't mean that. Whoops, wrong one. I meant that, but that joke did not land. So we can finish that anyway. Okay. So did he bend it like Beckham? Just saying. Combs made many visits between 2008 and 2010 while filming and promoting Get Him to the Greek. Yes, he was actually apparently kind of like friendly with Russell Brand. Interesting, right? So he appeared in a supporting role, which we already know, in this film alongside top billed stars Jonah Hill and Russell Brand. While promoting the comedy in 2010, Brand said of Combs, "He looked after me. He took me on he took me on an enforced holiday to Vegas." So he just said, "Hey, you're going to Vegas, man." And he's like, "No, no, no." And he's just still saying no on the private jet. He's on the private jet and he's still going, "No, no, 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 Diddy, no." Yet the plane is already in the air. They're already landing in Vegas and he's still going, "No, no, no, Diddy. Why you do that? No. I didn't want to go." Yeah. He was enforced to holiday in Vegas with Diddy. Why? So that he could bend it like Beckham? Maybe. Moving on, comedian Brand, who has himself denied SA claims. Let's not forget that. And I know everybody gets all angry about Russell Brand being accused. I remember you guys, some of y'all, were so mad because, he speaks to a specific demographic. He speaks to a political a side of a political party quite a bit, and people love it, right? Because he is converted, right? He's even found Jesus too. He is a born again. Okay, crikey, he's born again, and everyone loves watching him. Okay, because he's very verbal and he knows how to talk. But then, as soon as that SA claim came out, everybody was like, "He's a national treasure." So many people were so mad about that, right? But he also had SA claims that surfaced last year. We talked about it. Yes, we kind of flew around the peripheral. You know what I'm saying? We talked about it. He's a very intense man because he said this. He's a very intense man because I think he comes from nothing. And now he's very, very powerful. People do that stuff like that. They're intense, like Diddy. No, now I like him. He's very influential. Say that you don't want to do something, and Diddy does want you to do it. It's really hard to not do that thing. You still do it because you think, don't upset him. Interesting. Apparently, in June 2010, Combs visited London again and returned 3 months later to launch his fashion brand, Sean John. While at the event, he said, "I have always enjoyed traveling throughout Europe and spend much of my vacation time here. London truly feels like a second home to me." So yeah, feds most definitely are going to be over there to check things out for sure. Because why would they not look at things over there? If he's over there more than just 5 minutes, he's most definitely throwing some sort of freak off. Let's keep it real. He's not just going to sit there and chill. What am I going to do with all this idle time? Oh, Eureka. I'm going to have a freak off. That's what he's going to do. Remember what they told us in one of the lawsuits. In fact, it was Little Rod's. It's a terrible name for this whole thing. His name is Little Rod, but Little Rod's lawsuit. Seriously, Little Rod, and then all these the lube and the baby oil. But he even said in his thing, in his lawsuit, he said that he would put on a hat that would have like Bad Boy Records on it, and he would go into these strip clubs talking to some scrippers, and they would know by him wearing this hat that it was Diddy looking to have some fun. He would go into these strip clubs and they would say, oh, the hat's here. Girls, you want to make some money? And then they go and hang out and go to these freak offs over at Diddy's crib. All because a man was wearing a Bad Boys record cap on his head. And this is what Little Rod would be going and doing. He'd be invited, he'd be sent to go out there to recruit scrippers. Yeah. I'm sorry. Exotic dancers. Okay. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. So while he's in London, I'm sure he's like, yeah, hey, go on out there. Hit up this spot, hit up that spot, hit up that spot. Okay. The tiddlywink. You know what I mean? Go over to the tiddlywink and give me some of these girls. You got to wear this hat though. Put on this hat. Okay. And they'll know exactly what's going down. So the same MO that he was doing in America, he could have been doing in London as well. Let's continue though, because there's more. All right. Yep. This was his second home. London was his second home. Yes. Isn't that wonderful, right? Anyway, he was back in January 2011 when he was seen at a private members club, the Hospital Club. Okay. He then made numerous trips in 2012 and the following year. In May of 2017, Combs brought his then girlfriend, Cassie, to the UK, dining at a Mayfair restaurant. Unknown to the world at the time, the rapper was attacking his partner and only months earlier had been caught on the hotel cameras in the States attacking her as well. The infamous video. Okay. Now, of course, we already know about the emotional, physical abuse that she endured while being in this relationship with this man. But again, if you're telling me that he's having these kind of because we understand now that video of her trying to sneak out of that hotel room was her actually trying to get away from the actual freak offs. There was a freak off actually happening inside the hotel room when she was running away. And then, of course, we saw him viciously attack her, right? Scary stuff. So you're telling me he's not doing the same thing in London? Think about it. He's doing the exact same thing in London, guys. This is not something where he's just chilling in London. I'm sure there's days that, times or trips that are not as crazy as the next. But you know for a fact that if he's out there vacationing, he's on vacay, he's on holiday, you know for a fact he's going crazy. He's going buck wild. He's getting his bait to run out there to recruit, and then he's bringing all these girls and men back to the hotel. So yeah, this is coming. Okay? This is all coming. Oh, that's terrible for Russell Brand. I can explain this. Oh gosh. Me and Diddy, I can explain this, okay? You know what I mean? Woo! Russell Brand, Russell Brand, Russell Brand. And you know for a fact, back in the day, Russell Brand was wilding out here in these streets too. So you're telling me he wasn't a part of these parties? And I'm not sitting here like I don't know anything about Russell Brand, but I keep thinking that maybe back in that time, he might have been a little saucy. Just a little bit. You know what I mean? Because maybe he was under the influence, not making great choices, so on and so forth. There's a possibility. But then, he could just be guilty by association as well. Just like when we look at something like the Kucher or the DiCaprio, okay? And any other person that happens to be at these parties, okay, or been close with Diddy. I'm just saying, okay? Yes, Cookie Monster, just a little saucy. Just saying, a little zesty. I was trying to keep it interesting and keep it global by saying saucy, because, he's British and Diddy's not. But still, think about that for a second. Think about it. Hmm. Anything's possible nowadays. Shoot. Anything's possible. I'm not saying, listen, I listen to his show from time to time, Russell Brand's show from time to time. Some of it gets a little too preachy for me. But at the same time, I like hearing other people's opinions about things that are going on in the world, so on and so forth. But at the same time, I mean, I have to call it like I see it personally. And there's a possible situation, with him or any other person. It's not just him, not just Russell, even Leonardo DiCaprio, even Ashton Kutcher, even all these names that are coming up, Jay-Z, all the names that keep getting thrown up. Okay. It's funny that you just said Court TV just said Jay-Z right when I just talked about Jay-Z. Now, Court TV, I am actually quite curious about that too. The streets are talking. Okay. The streets are talking about Jay-Z and the Queen, Beyonce. For those of you guys talking about, I'm not talking about like, hear ye. No, I'm not talking about the Queen. Okay. R.I.P. Queen Elizabeth. But still, the rumors are running like crazy. And I have heard nothing so far. I have not heard anything that has been factual. All I've heard is just rumors. Okay? Queen Elizabeth did pass away, Nicole B. Oh, dear Lord. You didn't know? Well, now you know. She's like, oh, my word. Yeah, she passed. Okay. Yeah, it's okay, Nicole B. I ain't mad at you. You learn something new every day. You know what I mean? Okay. The more you know. Da, 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 da. Okay. But yes, Beyonce, there's been a lot of rumors about Beyonce. There's been a lot of rumors about Jay-Z, but nothing's been confirmed. It's been nothing but rumors. I'm waiting for actual proof. And I'm actually, for me, it's more like either a scathing interview that gets dropped by them. That's something that's jaw dropping and very revealing, or a lawsuit. Let's not forget, I want to see a lawsuit. Okay. I actually want to see a lawsuit because instead of it being, hey, this person did this to me, a lawsuit says a lot. And we have yet to see anything as far as a lawsuit. We've heard other people talk about things being like, oh yeah, Jay-Z's crafty out here and he's really careful, but he's just as bad as Diddy. But I have yet to see any proof of that. Like I said, I have yet to see any proof of that. I understand that maybe Foxy Brown is working with the feds and possibly helping with investigations. It's terrible because what's really bad about that, okay? What's really, really bad about that is that she's so far gone, and people are talking about how bad in shape she is, Foxy Brown, mentally, that it does make you wonder how legitimate her statements are really going to be, right? It's the same thing with like Orlando Brown. You know that he is, he's not mentally right as well. He's dealing with some mental health issues as well. So it just makes you wonder the people that have been stepping forward and have been speaking out for a while. Everybody's been looking at them and being like, oh yeah, you just crazy, man. You know what I mean? But I am kind of curious about Foxy Brown, and I'm curious about Orlando Brown and any other person that has stepped forward that has been deemed mentally unfit. I'm just curious about that too. You know what I mean? Um, but we'll see. But yeah, there's rumors floating around about Jay-Z, rumors floating around about Beyonce. And for me, I'm like, Beyonce for real? You know what I mean? I feel like, but at the same time, that's what I mean by like these images, right? These brands, pun not intended, but these brands like Russell, like Diddy, like DiCaprio, like Kuchar, like all these people that have been named in this stuff. Some of these people could really be, the most hetero, okay, at face value, and then behind closed doors, they're not. You know, they come off like they're one way, but they're really something completely different. Just like what we're finding out about Diddy, he was one way, and now we're finding out that he's completely not this guy that we've all appreciated and respected, and some have loved, right? Now we're understanding that he is just terrible. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of that we're going to see a lot of people that we appreciate and love. And I'll just use DiCaprio for an example. I'm not trying to say it is DiCaprio, but I'm just going to use him for an example. We're going to, you see household name. He's a movie star. He puts out really great movies, so on and so forth, only to find out that he is just an absolute tyrant, right? And then, of course, yeah, somebody just said Will Smith. VIP just said Will Smith has sure been quiet. Yeah, from what I've seen, there really hasn't been a whole lot of allegations from this on Will and Jada. But I will say this though, Will Smith really showed his true colors, okay? At the Oscars. He really did. Some people will be like, so there's a lot of people who say, hey, he was just protecting his woman. Well, you go and you walk up onto a stage and smack the host. Excuse me. I call BS on that. That is pretty bad. That's not I'm protecting my woman on one of the biggest moments, one of the biggest shows that's being televised internationally. Man, it was being translated live in Japanese, y'all. Real talk. People were watching this all over the globe. For a fact, his true self was slipping. We saw the true Will Smith. Now, when it pertains to this, I don't know. The book, where's that doggone book? The book, which I don't think is real, because the person who distributed the book says, it may be real, may not be. So, what if it is? What if it isn't? It's like, no, you just wanted a money bag. You just wanted a quick money grab, and that's all you give a damn about. So the book names Will Smith in here, Jay-Z, and a slew of other people. But at the same time, I keep asking, is this fan fiction? That's what I think. I think it could just be glorified fan fiction. And I'm waiting for somebody, okay? And I know Marcus, like he says, I still disagree with you, friend Pascal. And that's fine. You could disagree with me. That's fine. I just don't think that it's the same I just don't think that the book is, or, it could be excerpts from her book and then somebody added ish onto it. That's what I think. I think somebody embellished. It's either that or it's straight up fan fiction, and that's it. Okay? That's it. That's all I can see. Somebody added more stuff because I mean, even the last part, even the end, bruh. Listen, the end. You're telling me she's writing this as she's fighting for her life? She's really writing this as she's fighting for her life? I'm going to die like Heavy D, like Biggie, like Pac, like so many others. And it's because he's a monster, plain and simple. Before hanging up, I simply say, because she was on the phone with Diddy, okay? That's not the only copy, you F. Then I shoot out a group text. There's typos in this book too, by the way. Lots of them. Uh, I let everybody know, quote unquote, in this text message, he got me. Then I call 911. As I sit here waiting for the ambulance, I'm writing this chapter. This is the last page, guys. This is the last page. You can't see it because it's all blown out, but okay. As I sit here waiting for the ambulance, I am writing this chapter and praying that I can make it to the hospital. I don't feel like writing anymore. I may not be around to see it in print. It's okay. I'm sending it out. He won't get away with this. And there's a big kind of space. And she says, I will have my say, or this book says, I will have my say, my final words. Sean Combs will get exposed, even if I lose my life doing it. My kids have always been my most cherished possessions. I want the world to know that. But more importantly, I want them to know ellipses. And that's it. Nothing. Dot, dot, dot. Ellipses. That's it. 59 pages. And again, I keep wondering, how real is it? But at the same time, so you're telling me she's in the bed fighting for her life from alleged pneumonia, sick as all get out. She has time to write this stuff. I mean, maybe, but at the same time, I don't know. Like I said, there's so much stuff in here that has to do with Jay-Z sitting there going like, "Hey, I I want to I want a shot at the title," kind of thing. You know, what do we need to do to get rid of Biggie? Really? And it's very like dun dun dun. You know what I mean? Like it's very Tyler Perry esque. With all due respect, it's like a movie, like a Tyler Perry movie, right? Very diabolical. I want him out. I'll do whatever we need to do. And then, Diddy sitting there going, all right, man, we'll look into it. We'll see what's good. If we need to take him off take him off, we'll take him off. But I see, I like that loyalty. Really? This book is questionable. It's questionable. It's questionable. All right. She could have dictated the book. Yeah, just kidding. She could have dictated the book for real. She could have. That's a possibility too. But like I said, something about it just doesn't feel. It just doesn't feel authentic. You know what I mean? It just doesn't feel authentic. It doesn't feel 100% authentic. How's that? And again, it could be, it could be real. It could be fake. But there is something else I do want to share with you guys. I just need to pull this up. Hold on one second. I need to find it first. It's in here somewhere. One second, guys. And if you haven't done it yet, please, guys, while I'm doing this, hit that like button down below because we're not done yet. We got one more thing we got to look at if I find it, that is. Hit that like button down below. Love to get it. Let's see, get past where we at. Let's get to 1K. Let's get to 1K real quick, okay? Hit that like button down below. Hit that subscribe button, please, and thank you. That would really, really mean the world to me, okay? Please and thank you. Hold on. Damn, where's it at? Where it be at, though? Ah, found it. Hold on one second. Hold on. Now, allegedly, this, what I'm grabbing here really quick, is a video from TikTok where a girl is speaking out about being in these being at this party, being at one of these parties and saying that she has been moved. You see what I'm saying? Sorry. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, please, and thank you. But this video is on TikTok. A lot of people have been sharing this a lot. It's been cut up and used in 15 different ways and all that. This video is fairly not the longest video in the world, but um, is it girl with her manager? Um, I think it's with her mom. It's this video here. Let me just show you guys what I'm talking about. Is this video here? Her name is Allison, if I'm correct, and it's not her manager. I think it's her mom. I think she's in the car with her mom because I've seen this video a couple different times, and some have been chopped down, and then some of them, some have been the whole live. And there's a long, there's a much bigger live than this. But I do want to play a little bit of this. I don't want to play the whole doggone thing, but I do want you guys to see this as well because this is crazy, right? Um, and this is something else. Yeah, no. Because there's another court TV. There is another person that has stepped forward, but and I haven't heard the one about the manager. Okay, I haven't seen the one about the manager, so that's a new one. Somebody let me know about that manager one because that's interesting as well. If there's one with her manager, that's interesting. Okay, talk about Gina 2. I don't know who that is. I'm gonna have to look that up. Um, so let's take a look at this. Um, oh, this her name is Allie Carter. Is that what her name is? I just remember her name being going by Allison. So yeah, hold on real quick. What is this? Oh, never mind. And we're talking about the same video. I will try to find the link for you, the Pascal show. Oh, okay. Yes, please send it to me. Send it my way, please and thank you, Court TV. I appreciate it. Look at this. Look at us platforms, helping each other out. Isn't that beautiful? It's a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? See, this is the how the true crime world should be working together. That's how it should operate. But unfortunately, there's some people don't operate that way. But we need to come together. You know what I mean? Like I said, and I would love to do a Court TV or a collaboration with Court TV. Come on, you know what I mean? Love to get back on Vinnie Politan's show. Shameless plug and opening statements would be fantastic too. I had a great time the last few times I was on. Love to be back. Would love to be back. But let's take a look at this, okay? We gotta, like I said, I'm not playing the whole doggone thing, okay? Because she does get into some graphic details, but there are some details that she says in here that I think are very interesting. I've heard the same details, by the way. I've heard the same details from other people. So it's wild. So it does kind of give you proof. Either she's heard these rumors before, these details, or she really has been there. Wow. Oh, crap. And I'm doing all this. You guys are like, what are you doing? And I have all this big, huge look on my face, and you guys can't hear a damn thing. Sorry about that, guys. Damn. I hate when that happens. Sorry. I'm like, and you guys are like, we can't hear it. Pascal, we can't hear a damn thing, man. We can't hear it. We can't hear it. So let's try that again. Lo siento. Okay.
Diddy parties. those are assault parties, and I was one of the kids that was one of the party favors. And a party favors means that you're set on top of a table and you're used as a toy for anybody who comes across the table or who wants to party at a certain time of night. When the music stops and then the DJ starts flashing all these lights and they close the doors, and then everybody turns into like a frenzy and starts going into a crazed animal-like demonic state, and you have no idea what's going on. And yes, there was a time where I was just like completely don't give a shit because it happened, and I was the type of kid that thought that, you know, you're in the presence of royalty and they make it seem like you're in the presence of Hollywood, so you should be honored and you should be appreciating that you're there. And I was that person. I totally acted like that. I was like, oh, it's fine, you know, it really doesn't matter. But
Hold on, because she kind of just, you know what I mean? She just comes out like a machine gun, you know what I mean? Okay. First off, let me just say this, okay? Um, we've heard this type of breakdown before. We have. Do you remember a little Amber Heard action? Do you remember that? Do you remember little Amber Heard? Yeah, we're bringing her up. You're like, why are we talking about Amber Heard in this whole thing? Hold on. I don't know. You never know. They may be connected too. You never know. She might be connected to this crazy stuff. But do you remember back in the day, we did a breakdown when the whole Amber Heard Johnny Depp thing was going on, right? The whole trial was going down. We were breaking down everything. We were watching the trial as well, which was absolutely insane. Oh man, it was a page turner, right? But there was a moment that a reporter made a Substack, and the article was a breakdown of the inside elite parties, spicy parties that were done, right? And there was one part in which Amber Heard was like the centerpiece of this party. And it was almost like they were praising her as she sat at this chair, in this chair, while this party was going off. And of course, they were saying like people were walking around just, you know, in their birthday suits, so on and so forth. You know, there's been a lot of allegations and information about Amber Heard and these parties. What's her name? Cara Delevingne, right? Was involved in these parties because apparently she was very close to Amber Heard as well. Very strange, exactly pterodactyls, demonic type of stuff, right? Now we click and drag that same type of thing, and then that might have been like a the white version of a Diddy party, okay, where it's all the elite white Hollywood actors and movers and shakers involved in that kind of party, and then Diddy did his own version of it. But still, we're seeing the same type of thing. What she's describing here is absolutely terrifying, that she was sitting on a table like she was on display, and then these names would go up and do whatever the hell they wanted with these littles, by the way. Let me just point that out. She doesn't say it she says it earlier in this video, but she says that she was a little when she was involved in this party. This wasn't something that just happened last week. She says this happened when she was a little. And that it wasn't just her. There were other ones that were set up as well. I know, dogs. That angers me too. It ain't right. See, they angry now. They angry. They so angry right now. Now they're howling at the moon. Yeah, this makes me angry too. But let me play a little bit more. All right.
Then it really did matter when my pimp was like, he had rules. He had lots of rules, and it was more money. And if you know the difference between a pimp, a John, and a trafficker, the trafficker is the supplier, but the pimp is collecting the money, and the John is doing the buying. So if the pimp is saying that full house, actual, full-blown sex is, by the way, kids don't watch this. Goodbye. I love you. Goodbye. If you found my stuff, get off right now. This is the moment where I'm telling you I'm angry. I forgot to put that reminder in the beginning. Okay, cool. Goodbye. What was I saying? Full house sex. Thank you. if the pimp paid for if there's rules to full house sex, and there's rules to anal, and there's rules to all kind of different jobs. Okay.
As you guys see, yeah, I you know, they're very empathetic but very emotional dogs too, so you know, I apologize, guys. All right. But they know evil. Okay, they know evil, man. They know evil. And this stuff that we're talking about, yep, is evil. But again, guys, she is talking about this experience. Like I said, I'm not going to play the whole thing now. I'll definitely be sharing this with you guys on a video, I'm sure, on the second channel. But she describes this party and being a part of this thing. Now, of course, let me just say this too. This is somebody who's stepping forward and saying this. You never know if she's really telling the truth or not. I'm not trying to sit here and say that I don't believe her, okay? But at the same time, it is very important, right, that we listen, we consume it, and of course, we think critically and independently for ourselves, right? Because again, don't know if she's filed a lawsuit or anything. I don't know if she's involved in the 100-person lawsuit that's going on. Well, I don't know any of that stuff. All I do know is that what happened here and what she's claiming is absolutely terrifying. And the fact that this has to do with littles is terrifying. That's why I'm saying a lot of the people that are going to be stepping forward are probably the same kids when they said that this happened to them when they were little. They probably went through the same thing, because she says, and she didn't, I don't know if I caught it in the beginning, but she said it earlier in this much longer video where she talks about how you were wearing different clothes, like different colors, right? It was either black or white. And if you were wearing black, you were there, you were the party favor, if you get what I'm saying. You were there for a specific thing. You catch my drift. And this is what she's describing. Like, not even amazing. I mean, it's just appalling, right? It's absolutely terrifying and appalling, okay? But hold on one second, guys. Hold on one second.
So, at a certain point, I was not brought or traded for anal sex, but that didn't matter to a few celebrities that were there. It's not just celebrities. There's a lot of different people. They called it an all-black party, but it was mainly because a lot of the party favors were black kids. I was in the care of Riverside County Child Protective Services at the time. I was 15, barely 16.
And I keep wondering, I'm sorry for playing a little bit more, but I am kind of fascinated about this, right? What made her how did she get there, right? If she was if she was under the watch of CPS, how did she get there, right? Like I said, I'm not sitting here saying that I don't believe her. That's not what I'm alluding to. But I am actually curious on how that happened. And that's a piece that I think would be incredibly important, because you never know. If it was something through CPS that allowed her to be there, then there's a leak, right? There's somebody very, very bad, right? That's something very, very bad, right? Just something to think. You know what I mean? If CPS was the one that allowed her to go to this party, something's up with CPS. Or at least those people that had something to do with her going to this this party. You feel me? Something's not right there. And she's a little. So why would she even be there? You feel me? Okay. And Mothership, you ain't wrong. There's bad people everywhere. Okay. Evil wears many, 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 many faces, right? That goes without saying. But it does make you wonder, how did this all go down? And how was this little kid? How was this kid sitting on a table on display as a toy? I got so many questions. Okay. Hold on. Beautiful messy ball. Thank you so much. Lil Kim is the OG queen bait. Beyonce stole that ish. Yeah, allegedly Beyonce stole a lot of stuff. Okay. Look at Carrie Hilson. Okay. If you guys remember Carrie Hilson, Pretty Girl Rock and all those songs. Apparently that whole career was stolen by Beyonce. She went in this, sucked up her whole career. Yeah, that's what's being alleged. That is what is being alleged. Hold on real quick. Where is it? There we go. Where did it go? Melly said something. I thought she said something. I could have sworn I saw that. Something about an email. I lost it, but I think I saw something about an email being sent or was sent. I'm looking. Hold on. I'm looking right now to see if anything's been sent. I don't see anything so far. Hold on. Yes. That is another one. This is the one This is exactly the one I was talking about. The singer, the singer Nikki, right? She was. I tapped on it a couple days ago, where she talks about how like they were like cornering her and trying to trying to get her to remove her clothing and stuff, crazy stuff like that. Yes. So I definitely need to do kind of like a review on that too, because it is crazy, that one as well. And the fact that that's even real, like now you hear about it and then you go back and you're like, wow, that is a real thing, right? Because at first when she talked about it, there were so many people, challenging it, very inquisitive, asking if it's real or not, so on and so forth. But it is actually real. She was cornered and they tried to get her to do things that she was not comfortable with doing. And then she was like, I need to go. I need to get the hell out of here. And that was a video and a conversation that came out a long time ago. And there were still naysayers and there's still people who are fans of these artists' names. And so they're like, how dare you say that? I love his music. And, he would never do that. He's a saint. No, these guys are just, they're pretty bad, and I think it wasn't the same thing. It was accusations on Kanye as well. Yeah. Like, have you seen how he's treating his now wife? Girl doesn't even wear clothes. She's basically walking around with like pasties and a thong all day long. I'm just saying. Something ain't right. Okay. But so thank you for sending that to me. Thank you. I appreciate it. But at the same time, boy, oh boy, they have a lot of splaining to do. And a lot of Hollywood is about to be Hollywood's about to fall apart, but how they restructure it is going to remain the main question. How are they going to restructure it? Because you got to remember, Hollywood was built on filth. Still, people are doing really bad things back in the day, and it just continues to grow and do more and do more and do more. A lot of people saw these things. There's going to be a lot of names. You got to remember, they're not going to unearth everybody. Think about that for a second. There's going to be people that were in the room that aren't even going to catch nothing. They're going to get by the skin of their teeth. Everybody's talking about Jay-Z. Everybody's talking about Beyonce. Everybody's talking about Ashton Kutcher, not Justin Timberlake, but Leonardo DiCaprio, Justin Bieber, Usher, all these names, right? All those people are going to be thrown, under the spotlight. But what about all the other names that were standing there watching the stuff go down too, that were in audience of those parties that just slipped through the cracks? And I don't mean that big, but you know what I'm saying? Think about that. Think about it. All those people that just happened to be forgotten that were in the room. They're not J-Lo or any of these big names, but they're still a mover and shaker out here in these streets. They're gonna get by the skin of their teeth. And what's gonna happen? They're still gonna be out there doing bad. They're still gonna be the people that turn a watchful eye away as somebody's committing a crime. Those people, those sycophantic evildoers as well, are still going to be out here. So then when you think about, Hollywood's about to be destroyed, is it really though? Because the foundation is still being built by sycophantic individuals that are willing to do whatever it takes to get a buck, or are willing to do whatever it takes for doggone fame. So think about that. She's Oprah, or that's Ellen, and they're doing the crazy stuff. And you are an executive producer and you produce great movies, but no one really knows you like that, right? What's going to happen? That person turns their eyes away. And as Ellen and Oprah get the brunt of this, not only just public ridicule, but legal ridicule, right? Let's just say that producer is still out here producing movies, but he was allowing that crap to happen. So think about that. Pretty crazy stuff. Pretty crazy stuff if you ask me. So sure. You're scraping off the film, okay? You're scraping the surface, but still underneath there's still some really bad people willing to do a lot of bad stuff. And there's probably somebody out there still throwing these kind of parties. It's just at a smaller scale. And they're probably doing this in a much crafty way without them getting in trouble, without them getting caught. You got to remember, there's a lot of people out here that are doing some bad things. And it's right there. We just don't know about it yet. Again, Hollywood will break down just a tiny bit, but not all the way through. They're still going to be hiring people and doing dirty favors and doing dirty deeds under the table or on the casting couch just so that they can get the fame or get the bag. They're still going to be screwing over very, very talented individuals. They're still going to be doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Crimes are still going to be happening. There's going to be a producer or a movie maker of some sort that has a great amount of influence or has the same amount of success, and they're going to use or abuse their power to get what they want, and it's still going to keep on going. Unfortunately, it's a much deeper thing than just what Diddy has done. And Diddy has done a lot, but I'm telling you right now, we're talking about hundreds of years of filth that needs to be unearthed and dug out and thrown out in the trash. Will that ever happen? I don't think so. I really don't. This will shake Hollywood for a little bit, but they'll go back to the regularly scheduled program in no time. And that's the sad part of it all. It really is. But for a fact, we're still watching this stuff. We're still watching this dumpster fire. Diddy is in some serious trouble. He's going to get the justice that is rightfully deserved, unless there's a curveball, unless there's some random curveball that happens, which I doubt will ever happen. But if there was to be a curveball, shoot, we'll all be shocked and devastated for the 100+ people that are stepping forward, brave enough to speak out, and speak their truth, trying to get justice. But I don't think there's going to be a curveball, y'all. The feds have, there's no way the feds would set everything up. They took their time crafting this. You got to understand. They took their time to craft this. So you know for a fact they got something that's ironclad. And now we got this lawsuit, class action lawsuit. And they're still going across the pond to Great Britain to see what they can find over there too. This is beyond done. This is beyond over for Diddy. And I understand that he's not on S Watch anymore. And he's still very confident that, hey, everything's going to be fine. Like, he's very confident that he's ready to fight this. He's battling an uphill. He's on an uphill battle. He really is. And there is no way he's getting to the top. He's not going to win this, guys. There ain't no way. It's crazy, guys. Yes, I know Diddy, but yeah. Diddy's news is the news that keeps on newsing, and it just keeps going. But I'm telling you right now, it's all happening for a reason. I'm hoping, though, that it does wake up some of these bad boys. Pun intended. But I'm hoping that this wakes up a lot of these evildoers out here. That justice is coming for them too. That you can't just do this out in plain sight and not get caught. That's what I'm hoping for. And all those guys that are in these commercials, TV shows, and smiling and shucking and jiving and saying, buy this tuba crest, you know what I mean? Because I smile and I'm trustworthy. But they're a monster behind closed doors. I'm hoping that those people get exposed and get the justice, and the people who are victims of those people get the justice that is rightfully deserved as well. We'll see what happens, guys. Only time will tell, but it's coming. Anyway, guys, that's the show. I appreciate all y'all for being here. Thank you so much for tuning in and being a part of the conversation. As you guys already know, if there's any new updates, if there's anything that's going on, trust and believe we will be talking about it. Please, by all means, go and check out my most recent first episode ever of What They Do in the Dark. It is right now available on this channel, on this main channel right now as we speak. We talked about the 11th lawsuit. We are going to be talking about these other lawsuits here in very, very soon. Just in the middle of trying to piece things together, get everything put together properly so we can keep on cranking out more of those kinds of episodes. So please go check it out. That'd be greatly appreciated. Do me a favor, though, before you head out as well, hit that like button down below. Crush that reaction button if you're watching on other platforms. That'd be greatly appreciated. Don't forget to hit that follow button if you are watching on those platforms. Facebook, X/Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Show some love. Follow me over there. Putting out some really great content that's only on the Instagrams and the TikToks. So please go check those things out. Make sure you subscribe here on the main channel, please and thank you. Go to my secondary channel, The Pascal Show Clips. Go check that out as well. Subscribe. Okay. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers over there. Okay. So show some love. Go over there. Subscribe. The Pascal Show Clips. Go subscribe. Okay. Of course, hit that join button down below. Become a member. You know, show some love. That'd be dope by hitting that join button down below. Check out patreon.com/The Pascal Show. Become a patron if you want to support even further. And of course, check out pascalmerch.com. We got some really great clothes over there, man. You're missing out. So go check that stuff out. pascalmerch.com. Anyway, guys, it is time to get going. And if there's anything that pops off, you know, within now until the night time, I might be back on. If not, I will see you guys tomorrow. We got a live going on. Press conference at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be wild, and we're going to be watching it as a family, so be sure to tune in. It's going to be wild. Okay, guys? But anyway, guys, It is time to get going. Much love to you guys. Have a great rest of your night. If I don't see you, be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. We'll talk soon. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.